So Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to RTAG Nation.
Hey.
Sorry, having some technical difficulties here getting Tim. Oh, there's Tim. Hey, buddy, what's up? Tim, can you hear us? I cannot hear you, though. Jim, can you hear us?
Yep.
Man, it's good to see you guys. So pumped up. Oh, hey, let's go. Coming from the Britain, the UK. Tim, can you hear us okay? Feel like Tim's getting frozen up there. So we're working on some technical difficulties here, y'all. It is so good to see you, and we are pumped to tell you everything that's coming for the RTAG Nation convention, the national convention. And Tim is working on some technical difficulties. It's probably me, but you got myself, Josh Lee, Tim Kirschbaum, and Jim McClung with you to talk about everything coming up with the RTAG National Convention. We'll keep trying to get Tim over here. I think it's probably my internet is quite wild, but see how it goes. Jim, what's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm happy to be here, man. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
I know, dude. I'm so excited. Like I can't even contain it. Regular Dude's Garage. Excited. There we go. Good to see you all. We're so glad you guys are on here and looking forward to talking a little bit about the convention. And I do not know why Tim's stuff is breaking here. We'll see if he can pop back on here in a second. But we'll get him sorted out. Oh, there he is. Maybe. Tim.
Am I on now?
We got you, buddy. Hey, we got you. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Kirschbaum, live-ish in flesh. So excited to have you, Tim. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling good. If I can get this internet working right.
Hey, listen, I've dealt with it for years, so it's great. We have a bunch of people on right now that we're talking about. And so if you're on here right now, when this gets done, if you wouldn't mind, share it with people because there's going to be some information that we'll put out today to talk about the convention coming up. But we wanted to take a chance, one, to say thank you as the group of us, but tell you how excited we are to be able to talk to you about what's coming for the convention. So I'm going to give it right to Tim. Tim, what is something that you are just cannot wait, that this time of year always gets you ready and excited for RTAG?
Oh, man, this is, God, I can't even explain this time of year. My whole family's involved with it. The crowds, the people I haven't seen in a while. Oh, Elias, yeah, send me that sign right up there. Just got it last week, but yeah, the crowd, the excitement, the walking around, meeting people, talking to recruiters. I'm just excited to be here, man. I'm just pumped up. I can't explain it.
That's awesome, dude. Jim, what about you, man?
Same thing. I can't wait. Obviously, can't wait to meet or see you guys and then meet all the new attendees. I'm really excited to see how many first-time attendees we have this year because last year we had an outstanding, tremendous number of people for the first time, and I'm looking to blow those numbers away this year. And of course, my pride and joy, the scholarships, Saturday night party. It's going to be great.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. The superhero party this year is going to be insane. I know you guys have costumes ready. I have costumes ready. We won't tell anybody what they are because I think it'll be a lot of fun, but it is going to be wild. I mean, this is the one we've been thinking about for a while just because it's such a unique, fun event. And Taco dropped by. He said, "Get some, boys." Good to see you, Taco. Glad you're on here, man. Tim, the Rucker sign. Yeah, that thing is awesome, dude. That we were just talking about that before, your Rucker sign.
Yeah, I was a complete surprise from Elias.
That's so cool. Now for me, I'm the same way. Like this is like the culmination of all the stuff we worked on all year to get everything ready. And I know I'm definitely ready for Saturday to be when the opening ceremony starts. It's kind of like, okay, here we are. We've got it. We made it this far. So it's pretty exciting to get done. 130 volunteers. 130 volunteers this year, maybe a smidge more than that, but that's always really exciting. One of the things I wanted to talk about, or give you guys a chance to talk about, is what the volunteers do for us every year and like how important that is and why people should sign up early for being a volunteer.
Shoot, the volunteers make or break this entire event. Everybody, I've got all the different conventions throughout the year, and everybody talks about red shirts. Those guys are there to direct people. They're there to help out in any way possible. If you come to a volunteer and ask them, "Hey, so this is kind of where I'm at," they will point you to the booth that you may need to talk to. If you're a low time aviator or maybe a high time aviator, I suggest you go talk to one of the recruiters over there. They absolutely. I always have we always. I feel sorry for whoever tries to give them Josh, but it's
Tim, we're losing some of Tim. We're losing some of Tim. All right, Jim, you want to take it?
Can you hear me okay?
I got you loud and clear. I don't know. My internet does not like Tim.
All right, great. We lost Tim again.
He's back.
Kind of what to echo what Tim was saying,
Was it something I said?
Really run the whole show.
That's so funny, Tim. Oh man, we were getting like snippets, and all of a sudden you were like, "And I'm gone." Oh my gosh, technology, guys.
I'm just going to shut up the rest of this thing, and I'm just going to watch you guys talk.
No, go back. You were saying volunteers. Let's go while we've got a fresh one. You were saying about the volunteers.
Oh, that doesn't kind of net down from everything I said. But yeah, volunteers are absolutely amazing. They direct us all. They take good care of us. They out with the crowd.
Yeah.
There's been times in the past where volunteers get their very own meet and greets with some of the airlines before convention opens up on Sunday. So that's always a good reason to volunteer early. And we always have people volunteering all the way up until event, always asking, "Hey, can I get on the volunteer list? Hey, can I get on the volunteer list?" They're just the red shirts are just absolutely they break that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Jim. What were you going to say? Same along those lines.
Same thing. It's kind of like you said, sign up early. We always open up volunteer registration in the spring, and it's usually, gosh, this year, 24 hours, we had over 300 people sign up to volunteer for a convention that was going to be 6 months later. It's amazing. Like the types of volunteers that we get, the dedication of our veterans that want to keep giving back, the civilians that sign up to volunteer. It's amazing just seeing how many people echo what we show is or try to show, at least that servant part, that servant leadership, and giving back to the community and our fellow veterans.
Yeah, I agree. It's always awesome to watch and to think about how putting all this together doesn't happen without those guys and girls. And it's just, it's such a cool testament. And I, like Tim said, we hear so much about our Red Shirt volunteers and what they do. And so if you're watching, you're a Red Shirt volunteer, thank you so much for being part of that as well. Kyle Burke says, made it to my dream job because of RTAG and these great men. Well, we appreciate the plaudits, but you did the work. We just gave you maybe the forum for it. How about that? That's amazing. And honestly, that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason that we love doing this, is because of things like that, is because of we get to hear those awesome stories, and it's so cool to see. And so want to open it up to questions too. If you're on here watching and you have some questions, let us know. We're going to talk a couple things about what to expect. I think that will be coming up, and then we'll take any questions if you've got some questions or things that you don't know. This was kind of a little impromptu thing for us to try to get together and do this. And then we're going to be doing a full podcast on the aftermath of RTAG, is probably what, something like that, about once we catch our breath and our voices back. We'll talk about our experience at RTAG. I think it'd be super fun to do on all three of us together. Tim, what can people expect with let's go with, like, what does people expect maybe the first time, let's say maybe the first time coming to RTAG for the opening ceremonies and coming in early enough to get ready? What do you think people can expect there?
Oh, well, they're gonna this year we're gonna have a nice little, it's not to get an overview of what to expect at RTAG. We're gonna find.
Dang. What is going on with Jim's
We lost him again
today? He just gets on a roll, and he's so good, people. I don't know what is happening here. It is insane. He's frozen up. I don't know. Jim, take it from there.
So opening ceremonies, obviously. You got me?
Yeah, I was going to say, talk about the scholarship party. That's kind of you love that stuff.
Scholarship party, superhero scholarship party. Of course, it's going to be great. We are giving away more this year than we've ever done in a single year. I won't give the amount out just yet, but we'll announce that at the party. But it's definitely more than we've ever done before. Super excited about it. We've got some great new first-time donors that came in and offered some scholarships in the form of like a private pilot scholarship, like Del Sol. Del Sol PPL scholarship is amazing. We've got Envoy giving great scholarships, American Airlines giving scholarships, Southwest, United, let's see, Break Turn Foundation, the Avila family. Gosh, I think my last count was between 25 and 30 total scholarships going out this year.
That's amazing. And
pretty exciting.
The question we get all the time is, have people been notified that they're a finalist, at least for a scholarship or for the scholarship pool?
Absolutely. All of the finalists have been notified. We always like to call people, let them know. We kind of get narrowed down to like a top 40. And then, of course, the three of us and maybe our significant others are the only ones who know the true winners until the night of the party, when we actually call their names. I like to say we call them down Price is Right style. If you hear your name, come on down, because it's a life-changing moment, we hope.
It's going to be awesome. Well, the scholarship party is such a fun time. And now that we got Tim back, I don't know what is going on, Tim. I think that we need to have a conversation with Bill Gates or somebody that's messing with you.
I feel like the Verizon guy. Can you hear me now?
That's right. Well, we didn't take your thunder. What do you think about the opening ceremonies? What are some things that people can expect on those?
The opening ceremony is absolutely sets the tone for the entire convention. We're going to have a nice big area, get a whole bunch of people in there. We're going to have a stage set up. We're going to do talking. We got some special prizes that we're going to give away at the opening ceremony. We're going to give more out throughout the day and or most of the evening gala, of course. But Josh has got a new toy to play with. And then
the insurance won't let me play.
Jim and I get to use our Jim and I get to use our throwing arms. But time to have a little fashion show to showcase some of the new swag out there, and of course the opening ceremonies with posting of the.
Yep, posting of the colors. That is what Tim was going to say.
And I don't know. He's gone.
He's gone. It's wild. I don't understand what's going on. Did we get him? Did we get him back? I don't know what's going on.
No.
Tim, I don't know what's up, buddy. Call in from your phone. We'll see if we can get him right back.
We need to upgrade his internet.
I think so. Maybe that's the case. Taco says, did you drum up some Humvees? We did not, Taco, but we do have an airplane there this year. We're trying to keep some of our stuff wrapped up for next year's programming. So we did not do that. Luke says, hey guys, I think a big thing I've been asked about is the schedule. I've been telling everyone about the Eventzilla app. Yes, Eventzilla app. It's also on the registration portal. If you go to the registration portal and you click sessions on the registration portal, it'll show you every single thing that's it'll show you everything that's there. That's going to be scheduled out for that as well. And you should have gotten emails with full timelines as well on there. But obviously, if you've just signed up recently, you may not have got those. So I like the nacho chair between us, Jim. We've got this like me, you, and the nacho chair. If you're a Friends fan, you know what that.
Which side is it on?
Yeah, you got to figure out kind of where it's at with the hand. But hey, listen, we are pumped. Tim, he's gonna get back on here. It's his internet. I agree, Taco. I agree. So questions that we get asked, timeline. Friday from 4 to 6 p.m., you can come do check-in. So let's talk about terms a little bit. So one of the terms you hear is registration, you hear check-in, you hear all this stuff. Registration is the term used for when you get online and you register. And he's coming back. And you register. That's your registration. Then you do check-in. Oh, Tim's in the green room here. Boom. Oh, he did call his phone. Oh, Why are you so handsome all of a sudden, Tim?
It's the phone. It's a much better camera on the phone.
I like that. I like, yeah. I need to get a phone camera apparently. And so registration,
Can you hear me now?
Beautiful. So good. Registration is what you do when you sign, you register for the convention, and then check-in is what you're going to do when you get here. So you hear us say those different terms, that's what you're going to do. You're going to do a check-in. So early check-in on Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. That's where you can come and get like your bag for the next day. You can get, we have handouts to give you. We've got your lanyard and all that stuff to do that. Do that on Friday. And so when you come in at 8 or 8:30 or so, you can go straight into the ballroom for the opening ceremonies, which are going to be super fun. And then this year, one of the things we wanted to concentrate on is donations and scholarships is one of the big things we really want to concentrate on. So when you come to the party as well, we've actually taken our time out to make it so that we can show you, the group of us can show you what your donations have led to over the last few years. And that's what Jim was talking about earlier with the scholarships. And that's what we do this for, is to help the next generation. It's going to be a super fun night and a lot of good food and a lot of good time. And then we are also going to live stream that on Facebook. So we will have that live stream. We've got a media team there that's going to help live stream.
With better internet.
With better than my internet and better than Tim's internet, probably. But we'll have that available for you, so that if you're not there, we know we have some of the finalists that don't know if they've won yet or not, and they may not be there. So we want to make sure that they can see that for the pieces that are going to be needed coming up. So this year's a little different. We being in Denver, we like somebody said earlier, we don't have like a lot of the vehicles and stuff this year just because of the location and where we were at, but we have got some exciting stuff next year. And if you're at the scholarship party, you're going to get to see the video for the release of where next year is at. And then after that, we'll share it on our social media. But Tim, let's see if we're going to test it and see if it's all working good now. But let's talk a little bit about kind of, as we're gearing up for the next couple days, what are some of the things that you think about when, and I want us all to kind of answer this, what are some of the things you think about that you, I guess, enjoy most about the weekend as far as your interactions with other people? And because we all get to have these different experiences, I think, with people that we talk to, but what are some of the things that you even maybe you remember from the last couple of years, or some things that you're like, you know what, this is something that I just love every single year? What's something that sticks out in your mind?
Well, so my favorite thing about every single year is seeing people that I haven't seen in a while. There's been a couple of events where guys that I haven't seen since we deployed friggin' 15 years ago will be there, and I'm like, holy crap, I haven't seen you. I love seeing guys that come back. Maybe they're volunteer, maybe they're just coming back with that camaraderie, but they've already made it to their airline. They come up and say how excited they were about the RTAG the year prior, and they get to fill me in on everything that's happened over the last year. Love that. Love talking to the recruiters. Yeah, there's one of those guys right now.
That's right.
Old easily right. He and I were at Bragg together. I don't even want to say how long ago, but it was a long time ago. But just that's got to be my favorite part about walking the convention floor is seeing these folks. And I apologize right now if I see you and I recognize your face, but I can't remember your name. I am so sorry.
We have a few things going through our mind over this weekend, so I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Jim, what about you, buddy?
Same thing. I'm going to apologize in advance for anybody whose name I don't remember. Except for that one guy, Phil, the lost puppy dog. That's one of my favorite things, is seeing the people that's their first time, and they're walking around like the lost puppy dog, and they don't know where to go or what to do. And maybe just I love taking a few minutes and just get their story and find what their background is, what they're here for, what they're looking to do. And maybe I can try to point them in the right direction or make a couple of introductions. That's always a lot of fun. And last year, I think one of the most interesting things I had was a pilot, legacy airline pilot, comes up to me and says, "Hey, I heard you guys are looking for a mechanic, or there might be some A&P hiring folks here. My child's an A&P and is looking for a job. Can you help him out?" Absolutely. We have that. So it's pretty awesome to see how much we've grown on the maintenance side and getting more and more folks coming. And happily, I can say for the first time, we've got our AMP scholarship recipients that will be in attendance this year.
That's
So
awesome.
that's pretty exciting. But the
Yeah, that
convention
is.
itself, yeah, it's a reunion, not just the veterans that we served with, but also now we've been doing this for so many years that all the recruiters that we only get to see maybe once or twice a year,
Yeah.
get to see all those recruiting teams from all the different companies. Those people have become friends and really part of the RTAG family as well. So it's just a whole big reunion disguised as a job fair.
Rob gives us the shameless promotion there. Fly exclusive desk. I love it, Rob. It's good to see you, buddy. It's things like that, right? It's things like with what Rob was saying. It's all of our friends, man, are at all these places. There's a video from I think it's our highlights video that we got from 15 Birds last year on the 2024 convention. And even when there's like a beginning where we're shaking hands and I'm like, okay, we know that guy. We know the guy. Like seeing our face recognize people in the crowd and recognize people as they come through and like these big bear hugs. And man, there's guys you run into, I deployed with in 2008 and you're like, holy cow, it's unbelievable. I know for me, always I say the stories, right? Just I love hearing the stories. And one of the things we share at the opening ceremony generally is a story that's kind of impacted us. And this year, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to talk about it because it's a really cool story. But we're seeing some really interesting things from all over the place. We got people that I got emails this morning of people that are coming from Lakenheath. They're coming from Europe because they're out there stationed right now, and they're coming all the way over so they can get themselves set up. And for me, I love seeing everybody kind of in the suits, but I really enjoy the things that don't happen at the convention. Like when we load in on a Friday evening, we're at the mixers, or we're just walking to the hotel room and somebody comes and grabs us. Or like every year we usually sit with our families and eat breakfast the next morning and talk about like, can you believe that just happened? Or we're like, can you believe that just happened? But it's like for us, we get to kind of reminisce and we get to share in y'all's stories. And that's, it's really, really cool for us. And so, I love that, guys. I'm stoked about it. If you haven't, I'll do a shameless plug since Rob just said it too. If you haven't had a chance, you haven't had a chance to look at the podcast or listen to the podcast, we're really ramping those up. We want to know what you guys want us to talk about. There's a lot of information out there. And so if it's resume prep or if it's talking to an airline, we just posted one from United Airlines today. Those things, let us know. If you want us to just sit around and just, mess around and make jokes between the three of us, totally fine. Let us know so we know kind of what content to put out, and we're looking forward to those kinds of things coming. But back to a couple things for the convention. So I did get asked this question Saturday and Sunday. There'll be check-in times all throughout the convention. The check-in desks will always be open. So if you're only coming on Sunday, totally fine. You can come in on Sunday and get your check-in and get your stuff set up for you. And then I want to give Jim a chance to give a little brag on Joey Newton and the magazine team, because that's something that we started. Man. This is our 5th year or 6th year of the magazine, and I'm telling you right now, they knocked it out of the park.
We've had the magazine for every single convention.
Yep.
And shout out to Lindsay Cano for doing the first couple way back when we first started.
That's right.
But Joey Newton, Morgan Samuels, and Aaron Lankersdorfer, that's a mouthful there.
Yes.
Those three are our magazine team, our editing team. They go out and they reach out to the RTAGers that want to write articles. They write articles themselves. They compile all the photos that people send in to us. And they get all these amazing stories. They do RTAGer highlights, like a little bit of bios and things like that. It's so cool what they put together. And then even at the back of the magazine, if you are lucky enough, get one of our magazines this year, because we always seem to run out. And at the very back, there's a notes section, so you can even take notes. So if you, for some reason, didn't bring a notepad or something like that with you, grab one of our magazines. One of the many vendors will be giving away pens. And you could always take some notes in the very back, maybe write down some phone numbers, some folks that you've met, things like that. And just take a look. And of course, the official convention flyers on the back page, and may or may not have an Easter egg or two.
That's right. Yeah, some guy spends a lot of time putting that together. What if you come to RTAG and leave without a pen? something is wrong. Pens and stress balls. I feel like if you leave without one of those things, it's pretty wild. Andrew P says, for those unable to attend, how would we be notified about scholarships if we got them or not? So finalists have been notified, Andrew, but if you can't make it to the convention, we are going to have a live broadcast on the Facebook page that will be broadcasting the scholarship announcements live. So you'll be able to see those there. And then obviously we'll follow up as well with our scholarship winners for that to make sure that you get taken care of. Last year, you know, you're going to see at the scholarship party, you're going to see some interviews, and we're going to put some more on our social media soon, but you're going to see some videos sent in from our scholarship winners and kind of where they're at now. And it's so cool to see. It's so cool to see what your donations have done. Like we always say, you don't give to us, you give through us. And so what your donations have done for these people that would not have done it, you know, I think about Stephanie Garcia. We just talked to her not too long ago. She's like had to work multiple jobs to take care of the kiddo, and she was able to stop doing that and finish her thing. And now she's a Delta. Like there's all these things, and we just want to gloat on the RTAG Nation that provides those donations for the scholarships. It's super fun to be able to give away. I got let's see, Tom Stone says, I won't be able to make it this year due to cost on Skillbridge and with the shutdown, but are you all able to get some info for the huge backup that some cadet programs are experiencing? Yes, one of the things that we are doing that I've talked to several of the airlines about is coming on the podcast and specifically talking about their cadet programs, because I think two people are interested in what's going on with those. I don't know, unless you guys know something that I do, I don't know a ton about in depth on their cadet program. So my best answer is I'll ask somebody who does, unless you guys know something a little bit more about the cadet programs that I do.
I do not personally have any inside info on cadet programs.
Yeah, I talked to American Airlines cadet program. I think it was at OBEP was the last one I spoke to. They're still up and running. Most of their cadets, they're taking more cadets into the regionals than off the street as of OBEP a couple months ago. But this industry changes so rapidly.
Yeah, it does.
You cannot be you got to be less than or greater than 300 hours away from getting your unrestricted ATT in order to get into the cadet program. And I'll find out more information.
Yeah, I love that. And then we'll put that information out too. We've got some announcements that I don't want us to talk about now because we're saving them for the convention, but we are going to have a place that we can put those out and you guys can come see them. Brian Early, big old BE, says magazine team is such a great team. They take the time to read through the articles. The articles are fantastic. We have people that do a lot of research, and then it looks professional, and it does. I mean, Joey's team, they just, I am blown away. The team that prints our stuff, they tell us they do this for tons of people, and they're like, guys, your magazine looks so sharp and clean, and yeah, it's been really cool. Well, let's talk a little bit about coffee. You guys like coffee?
I love coffee.
This is not coffee in my coffee cup.
Can you smell that? I don't know if you can smell that. We are so excited again to have a lot of this Legendary Aviation Coffee. Josh from Legendary Aviation Coffee is phenomenal. He, in fact, has been to all these conventions this year and is, for a bunch of other reasons, not able to attend. But he hooked us up with a massive amount of coffee that we're going to be able to sell and keep all the money for donations, which is awesome. So maybe next year we'll do the coffee scholarship or something like that, fueled by Legendary.
Yeah, there you go.
But he sent us a ton of stuff. So we're going to have this available at the merch booth for you. And every bag that you buy, we get to keep all of the money to go towards scholarships. So a huge shout out to Josh Cook from Legendary. The coffee is phenomenal, by the way. And I just wanted to make sure we got a shout out to him. He's a vet, and it's super fun to talk a little bit about that. Let me look and see if we got any other questions. And then I've got two more questions for you guys. What time do you guys get in tomorrow? That's not one of the questions. What time do you guys get in tomorrow?
About 11:45.
Oh yeah.
I'll be there about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Awesome. Well, if you're in town, everybody, Thursday, we'll be around. We'll be hanging out. If you see us, You see us around. Jim's usually the easiest one to spot. If you can see him hovering above the crowd, you can usually grab me or Tim. As you're coming in, I wanted to point out, if you're coming in right down the middle of Pena Boulevard, which is the only way you can get in and out of the airport in Denver, is look for, there's some lit up billboards. We've got lit up billboards there. And then down by the convention center, look for those billboards and make sure that you snap a pic. And then every bit of time that you are here this weekend, use RTAG 2025 as the hashtag, not 26. Don't listen to the emails you get from me. RTAG 2025. And we are going to pick a random winner to win a round trip tickets from Southwest. So super thankful.
Oh, nice.
Super thankful for them and being able to help us out. Okay, Tim, what is your favorite piece of merchandise this year? And you can describe it because they won't get to see it. But what's your favorite piece of merchandise this year that people are going to need to be on the lookout for?
All right. So I'm an old guy. I was in high school in the early 90s. So the big thing around that time was, all the different Abercrombie and Fitch type stuff. We got a shirt. And it's the old athletic style shirt. It's green. And it's real simple. RTAG, established 2017. I love that shirt. That's my favorite design of the year.
I think that's the same one we all saw and we're like, oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you're not old like us, is probably what it is. But I thought you were going to say next year we'll do Jinko jeans for those of us who went to school and went to high school in the 90s.
There's not enough material to make all those.
That's true. Yeah.
Said no.
Yeah, we've got some really cool. We've got some really cool stickers this year. Tim did a great job there. We got some cool. Water bottles and stuff this year too. Some different colors and some cool stuff. What about them coffee mugs, Tim? Anything special about them coffee mugs?
Oh, coffee mugs. I apologize to the Marines. They didn't have any red ones, but we got the black on black that we've had in the past. We've got black with gold writing for all of us fellow Army pukes out there. We've got blue with silver for the Air Force guys, and we've got blue with gold writing for our Navy guys.
Yeah. And we promise, we'll have to tell Avila, we promise that we'll find somebody who can make a Marine inspired one. Okay.
I promise I will find some red ones next year.
Yeah, we'll get that work. Oh, here's a question. How difficult is it to use the train to get to the convention center? Oh, it's a great question. It's actually not that difficult. You need to research, because I think you have to make one stop. But what you're looking for is you look at the convention center train stop, I think is what it's called, or you can get to Union Station. Both of those are the same. When you come into Denver and you get into the main terminal, you can go towards the hotel and go down these stairs outside, and that takes you to where the train is at. You can catch the train. So it's actually pretty easy. If you want to catch the train to downtown, you can get either to Union Station, which is a few blocks from the convention center, or the convention center. I believe it was under construction, but I think it's back open. You can go to the convention center actual drop off, and that's right next to where the hotels are. So that's a great question about the train. Should be pretty easy. Built Dart, to reiterate, hashtag RTAG 2025, not 2026. And then Brian, hey, thanks, Brian, for putting that on there. Brian dropped a message in there for everybody about the train. So that'll be pretty good. So that's going to be exciting. Jim, what is one thing that you think somebody should know if this is their first year coming to the scholarship party? And you can even tie it in with the superhero stuff, but what is one thing about a scholarship party you think somebody might be surprised to know when they get there, or see when they get there, other than the crazy costumes?
Other than the amazing venue, the DJ we're going to have, the laid back and fun atmosphere, but it's still an opportunity to network, because all of our vendors and sponsors will obviously do it professionally and courteously and don't interfere with our sponsors' ability to have a good time, but it's still a networking event, and everyone's there to have a good time and drink responsibly.
Dude, You are so, listen, I put it in these email. I put it in the emails because I'm afraid some of these C-level people are going to come up here and just try to bam, bam, bam. And let me tell you right now, you are going to find out real quick how different your tolerance is at a mile high. Okay. So take your time. If you're going to do that Thursday night and figure out real quick what you can and can't do during that, because that's the last thing we probably need. We have a bunch of giveaways to do this year. So at the spouses booth, there's going to be some giveaways. Tim, you want to talk a little about that?
Yeah, so we got a couple raffles going on at the spouses booth. They will be on display at the spouses booth. It's going to be $5 tickets, and of course, all the donations for the raffle are going to go turn around and go into our scholarship fund for next year. But we got some cool things. We got one thing in particular for the ladies. We got some cool stuff that originally we purchased for just the leadership. And I was like, you know what? We're going to buy some extras because I know these are pretty daggone cool, and we're going to raffle off a couple of those things. It's going to be fun. We're planning on doing the one thing for the ladies in particular. They're planning on giving that away at the spouses panel.
Perfect.
And everything else, I don't really know the timeline for doing that.
Yeah, and I think that we just will keep it nice and just go by the spouses booth. Go by the spouses booth and get you a raffle. There's going to be plenty going on at the convention or at the party. We're doing some giveaways for David Clark's and Bose as always. So we'll have a lot of opportunities for that as well. We have a lot of vendors that are going to be Amberjack's back. We've got Strong Bags. We've got Flight is giving away a lot in shirts. I think they said $2,500 worth of giveaways for them. Jet Seam is giving away a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Like there's a lot of people that really want to be able to tie into the community and be able to help you out. And it's going to be great. There's going to be tons of vendors there that you can buy stuff if you'd like to, but they're going to be doing a lot of giveaways as well, just because they love the community so much. So I'm super pumped for everybody to kind of see that this year. It's going to be really neat. And then for the last two things I'll say, and then we'll close it out if nobody else has any questions, is we have 2 new booths this year. 2 new booths over by, you'll find the merch booth, which we always have every year. But we have 2 new booths, and we have our first ever RTAG alumni booth. And so what's really neat about that is that we have several people in that have been with RTAG for a very long time. And Bruce West, Jeremy Fleeg, Ty Nafee, like a bunch of guys that they've gone all through these different spectrum of getting to where they're at, getting to the legacies or getting to a ULCC that they're staying. They've been through regionals. They've enlisted to airlines. So they were enlisted and not a military aviator. So we have a ton of options in there to go talk to them about what does that next step look like for you? Because a lot of people are coming, they're maybe not ready to go to American or Delta or United. And they want to know, look, what's that next step take? These folks in the alumni booth are going to be able to tell you. They're going to be able to help mentor you a bit, tell you how their steps went. And that's going to be, we're very excited about that. I think that's going to work out pretty cool. And then if you watch the podcast a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Legacy, which is our new donation series. You're going to hear more about that at the opening ceremonies. But we have a Legacy booth. I won't give too much of it away, but it's a whole new way to do donations and get some really cool, limited edition participation swag, if you will. So those are the 2 new booths this year that are going to be super fun. And as always, we're going to be getting ready. We got to, get our hands all nice and loosened up to make sure that we're ready to shake all those hands. But it's going to be insane. And we are so excited for what's to come. Any closing thoughts, Tim, about to get the folks hyped up if they weren't already hyped up?
I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see all y'all. I hope you're just excited to see the RTAG convention, especially you first timers. I know perusing on the interwebs, a lot of folks are like, I don't know if I should go. If you're on the fence, absolutely go. Go network. It's a laid back atmosphere. By all means, be professional if you're going to be job seeking, of course. But spouses are going to be there. There's kids that are going to be there. Like Jim said, we got a great DJ coming in. It's just a fantastic time. Come on out, see old friends, plot your career path, and man, I can't wait to meet all y'all. I'll see. Well, probably about think about a quarter of the people come through the initial receiving line.
Yeah, my hand says that. I can assure you that. I'm usually pretty sore for the rest of that day. Jim, what about you, man?
And again, it's just getting to see everybody again, getting together, having a good time. Bring breath mints, bring comfortable shoes, and we'll provide the caffeine.
Yeah.
Or legendary aviation coffee will provide the caffeine more so.
I don't know. Did either one of you look at Zilla before jumping on here?
I can pull it up right now.
No, we're about 5,100 registrants. We increased the amount of civilian openings, simply because of the current environment out there right now with the furloughs and all that. But we're approaching 1,000 civilian registrations for this event, which is more than we've ever had at this convention. So if you're a civilian, you've never been to this veteran event before. You're in for a great surprise. Good time. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all.
Yeah, and we want to say thank you. We, like I said, we talk about we limit the amount of civilians because we want to focus on veterans, but we don't limit your ability to support. And this year Tim talked to us and said, hey, with all the stuff going on with some of these airlines, the ones we're talking about, that are people are really seriously looking for jobs. We wanted to offer an opportunity, and you've taken it. In fact, right now we have 44 civilian tickets remaining. 44 civilian tickets remaining. And Tim, we just went over 4,210. So 4,210 military people. So just because you're not in the military, you can still be a massive supporter. And obviously we're used to that. And so we want to say thank you to you because you help give away scholarships as well. You're $100 to come to the convention. We use that to give away scholarships. And it's always amazing for us to be able to support you as well in that way. So so it's super exciting. It's going to be wild. We're going to leave this stuff open until it's either sold out or until the day happens. And so we are so pumped to see you guys. I'm so excited to see both of you in person, and it'll be tomorrow really quickly after you guys have to fly up here. But it's going to be fantastic. And folks, we cannot wait to welcome you to what we think is the best place you can be every year.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Well, we're going to close this out. Yeah. Christian Martin. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow too. Christian Martin says, can't wait to see y'all. RTAG 2025. Christian, you can't win. Okay.
I can't wait to see
you. Win, Christian. But maybe we'll give you. Yeah. He's like already trying to start that.
We'll give him a consolation.
That's right. Consolation prize. We'll let you look at a Southwest plane, Christian. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for taking your time. I know this is a busy time for you guys getting packed up, getting ready. Tim's got 853 people to bring. Just remember, remember Home Alone. Okay. Don't let one of those kids just randomly end up by themselves there.
It'll be tight. It'll be tight.
Well, if you see us downtown, say hi. We're going to be downtown tomorrow, walking around doing our thing. So if you get a chance to see us, come say hi. We'd love to talk to you before the convention and while we still have voices. And we love you all. Can't wait to see you guys. Love you guys, and can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. All right, RTAG Nation, we will see you all very, very soon. I would say on the next one, but that is this weekend. So RTAG Nation.